Rêve, it's good to see you again.
It's so good to see you again. How are ya?
I'm great. Congratulations on the Juno nominations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
So actually, just before this call, Whitney was on the radio. We had it cranked up here in the studio.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
so obviously, she's one of the greatest singers of all time. Did when you wrote that song, did you feel a big responsibility? Was it like, oh man, or was it like, nah, I got this?
Definitely not. I got this. It was one of those things where I would sit in my room in the middle of the night and be like, do I really want to do this? Like I feel like that's like territory where you just don't tread on that territory. And it was not my intention to, and I hope that I didn't, but it comes from a place of just like wanting to put all of these idols on the pedestal that they deserve and to just speak about how inspirational they are. So
Yeah, what was she just named by Rolling Stone like the second best singer of all time, just behind Aretha Franklin? Like it's crazy.
oh yeah.
So Whitney samples "I'm Every Woman" from the Bodyguard soundtrack. I don't know if you've heard this before. I've heard some people say like the Bodyguard soundtrack is like the best soundtrack ever, but it's a
I
terrible It's a terrible movie. Like what would you say to that?
Sometimes the best soundtracks are with movies that aren't as good as the soundtrack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That like the material that came from that is bar none, like crazy, crazy good.
So in the song, you name drop a bunch of people. You name drop Whitney, Marilyn, Bob Marley, Lucy, Jackie, all these people from history. Which one do you think has the most like bonkers story that you just go like such an interesting story?
They're all interesting for so many different reasons. I mean, Whitney Houston because of the cult, like the impact that she's had. Literally the best vocalist of all time. Michael Jackson, arguably the best performer of all time. What a life. Both of them, all of these icons that they've just made such an impact in so many ways that it's hard to choose one to say, okay, this is the story.
Have fun. Good luck at the Junos, and it was great chatting with you again.
Thanks so much. I can't wait to meet everybody.